So interaction between the charges. Okay, so first of all, what we have done, we have taken two balloons and we have hung them on the wall in such a condition that the two balloons are not getting in touch with each other. Are you able to see the board?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, we can
So
see.
one balloon is over here and the other is over. Same volume. It should be of the same. Just okay. So what will happen? What we have taken? We have taken both the balloons and individually we have rubbed it with woolen cloth. So what will happen? We are
Woolen
rubbing with
cloth.
woolen cloth. So it has acquired some kind of charges. Now, if
Yes.
we again hang the two balloons together, you will see that they are showing repulsion. So they
Ma'am,
will go
repulsion. Ma'am,
the
because they have same charges, like charges.
so they will go a little bit apart from each other. That is the second position that I had drawn as dot. Okay, is given in your
Okay,
book,
ma'am.
figure 15.1. So again the same thing. Yesterday we have read that we are just rubbing the refill with polythene. So the refill is acquiring some charge, and
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
if you take
Yes,
two such refills and rub them with polythene, again it will have the same charges. If we try to keep
ma'am,
these two
repulsion.
refills together in a tumbler, will the two refills remain together, stick together? No.
No,
No,
It
ma'am.
ma'am.
will it
No,
will
ma'am.
just
Ma'am,
go
they will
apart.
repel.
It will go apart. It will show repulsion. Clear? Done?
Yes, ma'am.
Next,
Yes,
so
ma'am.
it is showing that
Yes,
by
ma'am.
rubbing the same material with same any other same material, it will have acquire the same charge and the same charges repel each other like that of magnet. Next case, what we have seen that we have taken the balloon rubbed by the woolen cloth and we have taken a refill rubbed by the polythene. So what
Yes,
we
ma'am.
see, if we bring the balloon
Ma'am,
towards
different
the
charges are
tumbler,
there.
they shows some attraction. You will
Attraction.
experience that the balloon is getting attracted towards the refill. So what is it? That
Yes,
By the
ma'am.
indicates that by rubbing the balloon with woolen cloth and the refill with polythene, both of have acquired different charges on them. As a result, these two different charges are getting attracted with each other. So these are the conclusion. It has been given that what are the summarization of our observation? Charged balloon repelled a charged balloon. A charged refill repelled a charged refill, but a charged balloon attracts a charged refill because what is the reason? Because both of them
Ma'am, because
have
unlike charges
because
attracts
the
so
each other.
charges
that is suppose that we are just getting
repel.
that yes, there must be that this balloon, the charges on balloon and the charges on refill will be different. That is why we have seen the attraction between the two. Clear? This is clear
Yes,
to
ma'am.
everyone? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now
Yes, ma'am.
continue. Now
Yes, ma'am.
Abhishek, you can continue.
Okay, ma'am. Does it indicates that the charge on the balloon is one of a different kind from the charge of the refill? Can we say then that there are two kinds of charges? Can we also say that the charges of the same kind repel each other while charges of different kind attract each other? It is conventional to call the charges acquired by a glass rod when it is rubbed with the silk as positive. The
Underline, very
other
important children. So it is conventional that we have by several observations we have seen that the charge acquired by a glass rod. If you take a glass rod, I think if you have gone to the lab, I have taken you to the lab any time. I have
Yes,
shown you
ma'am,
a
two
glass
times.
rod. एक glass rod दिखाए थे ना, made up of glass, a
Yes, ma'am.
thin one. So we
Yes,
just
ma'am.
want to stir any solution with the help of
Yes,
glass rod because it is not very reactive. So that glass rod, if you just rub a glass when it is rubbed with silk, silk लेके अगर glass rod को rub करेंगे, so which charge will appear on the glass rod? It will
ma'am,
be
Ma'am,
positive
positive.
positive.
because it is
that's
losing some
what
What
of its
does
positive
bond.
charge.
what does this mean? That positive charge is forming on the glass rod? मतलब क्या है इसका? How it is
Ma'am,
forming?
the glass rod is losing some electrons, ma'am. That's
Very
why
good.
it is get,
Very good. So what will be the charge on the electric cloth? Sorry, silk cloth?
ma'am, the negative one, ma'am,
Negative
because
because
it is
Ma'am,
obtaining
the
the
It is.
negative.
Yes,
it is
electrons.
ma'am.
acquiring. So please remain because in ongoing experiment future we are going to deal with this. So whenever
Yes,
we are
ma'am.
rubbing a glass rod with silk, glass rod is acquiring positive charge while silk will acquire negative charge. Clear? Now continue.
Yes, ma'am.
The other kind of charge is said to be negative. It is observed that when a charged glass rod is brought near a charged plastic straw rubbed with polythene, there is attraction between the two. What do you think would be the kind of the charge on the plastic straw? Your guess that the plastic straw would carry a negative charge is correct. The electric charges generated by rubbing are static. Static. They do not move by themselves. When charges move, they constitute an electric current. You have been reading about electric current since class 6. The current in a circuit which makes a bulb glow or the current that makes a wire hot is nothing but a motion of charges.
See, this motion of charge is the flow of electricity that I told you initially in the introduction of the
Yes,
chapter,
Yes,
that
ma'am.
is electric flow, that is chemical effects of electric current, nothing but when these electron flows continuously from one to other like that. But over here is only by rubbing or maybe some other process I am going to tell you. There will be just temporary shifting that will be localized, that will not move. Okay. So what is opposite is observed that a glass rod, just wait children. আনন্দ লাগে এটা interrupt করতে. Yes. So what is observed when a charged glass rod is brought? Charged glass rod means what is the charge over it? Just convention that we have concluded.
ma'am, the positive charge, ma'am.
Positive charge.
In the
So if it is
positive.
showing attraction, if it is showing attraction on the refill that has been charged by polythene, so what is it? It will, there is attraction. So if the glass rod is positive, the refill will be supposed to be
Mm,
negative.
yes, ma'am.
That is, what is it? Like that of magnet we have done in class 6. If we know a bar magnet, if we know the two poles,
Yes, ma'am.
and
Not
if we
so.
bring any unknown object over here, if there is repulsion, we have seen repulsion is the surest test for magnetism. Magnet अगर कहीं पे repulsion show कर रहे हैं, that means that the unknown object is a magnet because they are repelling the same like poles. Okay, do you
Yes, ma'am.
remember? So that is the
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
confirmatory test for magnetism. That is, a known magnet is there and an unknown substance is there. You have to conclude that it is a magnet or a magnetic substance or a non-magnetic substance. Non-magnetic substance कैसे होगा? First of all, discard that is no attraction, nothing. Magnetic substance में हमेशा there will be attraction. In any of the poles, any of the side, there will be attraction in case of magnetic material. But
Yes,
in
ma'am.
case of magnet, if the unknown object is magnet, if suppose it is north pole and it is south pole, and in case of that unknown also it is north and it is south, what will happen? If you bring the two north together, it will repel. If you bring the two south together, it will repel. Okay, so repulsion is the surest test that an unknown object that is we are handling, that is a magnet. Okay, similarly
Yes,
over here it has been told that by convention we know that we are rubbing the glass rod with silk, it will acquire positive charge. So any unknown object that we are bringing and there is attraction, so the other object supposed to be have a negative charge if it
negative.
has been if it has been rubbed with some other article. If still there is attraction, sometimes charged body also attracts uncharged body also, like pieces of
Yes,
paper.
ma'am.
So two things will be there, that if there is attraction, that maybe
Yes,
the
ma'am.
other charged body, attraction होने से क्या होगा? This opposite, that is the negative, which is positive, it will be negative, there will be attraction. And one more case, that when the other object is neutral also, because a charged body attracts an uncharged body.
Uncharged ball.
ठीक है? Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, next.
Transfer of 15.4. Transfer of charges. Activity 15.4.